Hello and welcome back to the Food Fog. Today is November 6th, 2014, and it is the 6th day of my Food Fog vlog challenge for November. So I'm doing a video a day for the month of November. That's the plan anyway. Once again, it's a little later in the day and I've put off doing anything, so I'm just gonna talk about a topic that's really important to me, and that is food quality. I think that with a lot of fad diets and just focus on weight loss and that kind of thing, and products, that we miss sometimes that the importance of quality, not just that quantity and you know, not overeating, but just the quality of our food really makes a big difference. And I can attest to this from personal experience. I've, gone through a long history of dieting, from being overweight and trying to lose the weight by dieting. And I can tell you that it's effective in the short term, and somewhat, in the long term if you really adopt certain behaviors. But if you don't change the quality of your food, if you're trying to maintain a healthy body weight, especially you come from being overweight, on processed and refined foods, a high amount of them, it's going to be challenging. And for me, I've noticed just such a huge connection between the quality of my food and my mood and my optimism and my degree of positivity. And so I really, especially with my kids, many as my friends know, we're a vegan family. We eat a vegan diet, and we pay attention. We're gluten-free, and we pay attention to labels. But of course, it's challenging with the kids. There's so many influences, and they do their best when they're out and about. But my main takeaway for them as they grow and go out on their own isn't, a specific lifestyle they have to adhere to, other than just paying attention to the quality of their food. I mean, we pay attention to things like where, if things are made in China, made in the USA, we're concerned about quality when we buy other products, but we'll buy foods that have, additives and all sorts of chemicals in them, and just because they have a pretty package, or they say gluten-free, or they say healthy on the label, we just accept that. And it's really, it's a shift to start to scrutinize that and to not accept these lower quality foods. And I realize for some people, finances are an issue, but even so, there's a real movement towards real food and being able to, make your own foods, or, focus on whole foods and real foods. So I guess that's my insight for the day, is that, for myself, I've just seen such a dramatic shift in my life, because I've been on this health journey, 10 years since I've lost the weight. But even prior to that, I spent many years on the diet cycle and have lots of experience with, trying to lose weight and get healthier. But I always associated getting healthy with losing weight, and I think I missed the big picture with that one, because as I've gotten, after I lost the weight, I realized that, this is going to be hard if I don't really clean up the quality of the foods I'm eating, and that was the game changer. I've been doing raw vegan for 5 years, so I'm eating, almost all whole, natural, real foods. I do eat, I do eat like raw packaged foods but they're all whole ingredients and from fairly reputable companies, and I don't make them the staple of my diet either. And I'm cautious about even things in the raw food movement, like raw coconut sugar and added things like that may be a cleaner version of some of the refined products, but they're still a refined food and really need to be monitored and taken in moderation. So I've just seen such a dramatic difference for myself in how I feel, and even when I overeat raw or whole foods, which happens occasionally. I'll admit, even having been doing this 10 years, I was a really die-hard binge eater, overeater, before I started this whole health journey, and just deciding to get healthy didn't change all that, but it did make those behaviors over time very infrequent. Occasionally, when I've just lost it on raw foods or overeaten on raw foods, it doesn't feel good to overeat anything, and it's not advisable. It's bad for your digestion. It's bad for your body to process too much at once. But I have to say, even so, the ramifications of that is never as bad as it used to be on processed foods. And in the day-to-day, I really focus on just moderation, and being satiated with whole, real foods. And I have to tell you, when I do that, my mood and my ability to cope with life and just my optimism is so much higher than when I, years ago, or even just even when I started just doing a vegan diet. I was eating a lot of packaged vegan foods and just not feeling optimal. There is something to be said for quantity. Quantity is important. You don't want to stuff yourself every day, but quality is really fundamental when we're starting our health journey. And if we take the focus off of weight loss and put it on health and real foods and nourishment, I think that just shifts the whole paradigm. And so I'm curious what your experience is with your nutritional journey and where you're at with regards to processed foods and real foods, and how you feel they play a role in your life. And I know it's not easy. There are so many influences coming at us every day, and there's so many factors to take into consideration, from social pressures and finances, and so I'm not saying it's easy to do, but focusing on whole, real foods, whether you're following a vegan diet or a paleo diet or no diet, just no particular focus of lifestyle, just real foods, a real food lifestyle, holistic approach is really gonna go a long way towards getting you the health you desire, versus just some diet plan or some packaged product that will help you just lose weight. So those are my thoughts for the day. I'm just kind of rambling on, but I'd be curious to hear your thoughts on that. So this is the conclusion of day 6, and I will be back for tomorrow. So thanks for sticking with me, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye-bye.